Mimi niko kwa tayari kwa mtihani. Hiyo mtihani tutafanya 2027. Mimi niko tayari kwa hiyo mtihani. Yes. Mtakuja mniulize. Mambo ya uchumi nitajibu. Mambo ya kilimo mtajionea wenyewe. Mambo ya SHA mtaniambia.
President William Ruto's 2027 re-election prospects are beginning to crack in key regions that were once solidly in his corner. From Mount Kenya to Ukambani and deep into Western Kenya, signs are clear. The support that swept him into office in 2022 is slipping through his fingers. And while he has leaned heavily on his handshake with Raila Odinga to help his chances, it's becoming more obvious that Raila's Nyanza block alone might not be enough to save him.
Simulisikia huyu mzee wa Nyororo wa kutoka hapa kwenu akisema ya kwamba ati William Ruto hawezi kufika kwa debe. Simulisikia mtu ya Nyororo akisema? Si mimi niko hapa sasa. Sasa wamekuja tena na propaganda ingine. Wakasema William Ruto atafika kwa debe, lakini akishinda kura ya rais hata tangazwa kwa sababu iko deep state na iko system ati wataninyang'anya kura.
In 2022, Ruto owed a large part of his victory to Mount Kenya voters, marshaled by then Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Gachagua helped deliver close to 80% of Mount Kenya votes to Ruto's Kenya Kwanza alliance. But fast forward to now, and Gachagua is out, impeached in late 2024 after a fallout with President William Ruto. His abrupt removal created a power vacuum in the mountain, and rather than close ranks, the move fractured the region politically.
Because these people have tried to kill us before. They have now tried to get us out of office. So I asked President William Ruto, my brother, I helped you to be president. Leave me alone. Leave my children alone. Do whatever you want, but let me live. Let me look after my children. You can do whatever you want with the country.
To make things worse, former President Uhuru Kenyatta has quietly returned to the scene and appears to be capitalizing on the disarray. Now backing former Interior CS Fred Matiangi, Uhuru is building momentum in the very region that once turned against him in 2022. Matiangi's candidacy is slowly turning into a rallying point for the so-called deep state and for those disillusioned by Kenya Kwanza's unfulfilled promises.
In a country such as we have now, and we have many challenges. Let us not pretend. We have serious challenges. We can very easily be tempted with each other. We start beating each other, be divided, and to mess ourselves up and destroy our country.
The power play in Mount Kenya is just the tip of the iceberg. In Western Kenya, Ruto's grip has loosened thanks to rising stars like George Natembeya and Boni Halwale. Both have been outspoken critics of the president, accusing him of sidelining the region in national appointments and budget priorities. They have been drawing massive crowds, sometimes larger than those seen at state-backed events. For a region that has long been viewed as politically passive, the mood is shifting and it's not leaning in Ruto's favor.
Pamoja, safari ya kuongoza taifa la Kenya na kukomboa Kenya ilianza jana kule Vihiga, kulianzia Rwanda tukaenda mbali.
I have refused to accept that Luyas don't count. I am saying in 2027, Bana Baba Luya, this time will be counted and they will be known.
Meanwhile, in Ukambani, Kalonzo has pulled off an effective political regrouping, teaming up with Matiangi, Natembeya, Eugene Wamalwa, and other regional heavyweights. Kalonzo has repositioned himself as a serious contender with national reach. The result is that Ukambani, which Ruto had hoped to make inroads into, now looks more closed than ever. The coalition Kalonzo is anchoring seems to have pulled the region out of Ruto's orbit altogether.
Walikataa maneno ya Kasongo. Nyinyi mmekataa? Wangapi anasema he must go? He must go. Tunataka tutangazieni hasa wanajeshi wetu wasifadhaike. Hii maneno sio wanajeshi. Hatukwambia watu wakisikia Kasongo must go wanatetemeka.
Faced with his regional collapse, Ruto has turned to Raila Odinga, the very man he defeated in 2022, to help secure his footing. Their recent handshake has raised eyebrows and sparked mixed reactions. Some view it as a calculated survival move by Ruto. Others see it as Ruto's misstep that could cost him his credibility in opposition politics. Either way, Ruto is banking heavily on Raila Odinga to deliver the Nyanza vote and perhaps neutralize resistance in parts of the Western and Coast region too.
Na tuwezi kuendelea mbele kama watu wako na vidonda ambayo zinatiririka damu. Tunataka kuponyesha hizi vidonda haraka. Tutaki watu wazidi kuwa na chuki. Sengine mtu anaanza na kuwa na chuki mingi, anaamua kuvuka na kwenda ngambo ile ya adui.
But this is risky. Raila's core support has historically come from Nyanza, where loyalty runs deep. Yet, there is growing frustration in his base over the sudden political U-turn. Many feel betrayed by the handshake, viewing it as Raila giving Ruto a lifeline instead of holding him accountable. That discontent might show up in the form of low voter turnout or protest voters. So, while Ruto may get Raila's endorsement, there is no guarantee he'll get Raila's votes in full.
We have given Ruto opportunity through NADCO a pathway towards a peaceful settlement of the problems that face Kenya today, including the cost of living. I think time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. And there's going to be a time when we are going to tell you that enough is enough. And we got to go back to the people to make sure that we bring our country back to the people. Kweli ama urongo? Kweli ama urongo?
The broader political picture paints a troubling outlook for Ruto. He's losing key blocks that carried him to power. Mount Kenya is unsettled and fragmented. Western is drifting towards a rebellion. Ukambani has locked itself out, and Nyanza may not vote enthusiastically, even if Raila campaigns for him. Without these votes, even a high turnout in the Rift Valley, his home turf, won't be enough. The next election is shaping up to be a completely different ballgame. Unlike 2022, Ruto can no longer ride the populist underdog image. He's now the establishment and must answer for rising living costs, public unrest, and a political class that feels increasingly alienated from his administration. In a nutshell, Ruto's biggest threat isn't Raila or even Matiangi. It's the reality that he might be running without the political machine that once worked so seamlessly for him. And even with a handshake and some borrowed goodwill from Nyanza, he may find himself short of votes when it counts the most.
Kwanza, munasema tubadilishe katiba tuongeze vyeo ya viongozi ama tubadilishe uchumi tupange ajira ya hawa vijana? Tupange uchumi kwanza. Hebu nione wale wanasema tupange uchumi kwanza. Haya.
2027 isn't just an election year, it's shaping up as a referendum on Ruto's presidency. And right now, the ground doesn't look too friendly for President William Ruto.
Mimi niko kwa tayari kwa mtihani. Hiyo mtihani tutafanya 2027. Mimi niko tayari kwa hiyo mtihani. Yes. Mutakuja mniulize mambo ya uchumi, mtajibu. Mambo ya kilimo, mtajionea wenyewe. Mambo ya SHA, mtaniambia. Mambo ya affordable housing, na mambo ya markets, na mambo ya hostels, na mambo ya ajira ya vijana, mtaniambia. Na mtaniambia nani yako na mpango bora kuliko hii mimi niko naye.